Okay, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, depending upon what time zone you're in. We're glad to have you here at another one of our Friday live chats, our Friday 15s with the Power of Business, where we are talking about sharing and learning and doing. And what we have on these Friday 15s are entrepreneurs, such as today. We have Paul Brown with us. Paul is with us from Brown's Ranch, and we're going to have him just tell us a little bit about his ranch and what's going on here. He has a great story to tell, and so with that, Paul, tell us a little bit about what you're up to. What's your business?
Well, recently on our ranch, we've expanded and diversified in our livestock operations, and so now we're raising cattle, sheep, pigs, and chickens, and we needed a way to get that to our consumers, so we started a direct marketing business about a year ago now, and now it's taken off, and we started selling in February of this year, and things are going great to say the least.
Okay. People are always looking for niches. Tell us a little bit about the niche you have for these, the animals you have and the eggs you're raising. It isn't the standard method of raising cattle and sheep and hogs. And what are you doing different out there?
Yeah, that's correct. On our operation, our ranch, our whole goal is to regenerate the resources and focus on soil health. So the animals that we have on our place are working for us to help rebuild the soils that have been degraded um, through various farming practices. So we believe that healthy soils provide for healthy plants, healthy animals, and ultimately healthy people. So all of our livestock is pasture raised. Our sheep and cattle never get any grain. They're ruminant animals, so their stomachs weren't developed to consume grain, and we believe that the forage diet provides the healthiest diet for them and ultimately for us. And then the pigs and chickens are fed grain, and they're also pasture raised, but the grain is raised on our place um, in our soils that we've been working to regenerate.
Okay. And you've got a title for it, or what you call this process, and what is it? It's nourished by nature, correct?
Our direct marketing business is Brown's Marketing, but the trademark is Nourished by Nature that we label our product as.
And how long have you been in business now?
The marketing business was
The
developed
marketing
last
business.
last October. So, and we started selling products in February. There was a hurdle that we had to get over, and that was getting a state inspected processing facility up and going. So that started in January of this year, and so we were kind of waiting for that to get up and open before we could legally direct market our products.
Okay. And where do you sell your products at?
Uh, since it's a state inspected facility, we can sell our products anywhere within North Dakota. Um, for right now, we've just been focusing on direct marketing locally in Bismarck here.
Okay. And you developed a trailer, right, to be able to go around to different events, and because
Yes.
that's where I run across you often. So.
Right. Yes, the marketing business purchased a trailer that's set up as a concession trailer, and we have a couple of freezers in there, and we go to various farmers markets throughout the summer, and that's been a great way to uh, reach a new customer base, and pretty much all of our customers have reached us through word of mouth. We're in the process of getting a website developed right now, and just recently got on Facebook. So, the power of word of mouth is really extraordinary.
We always tell businesses that word of mouth beats all and
Right.
stuff, and I've heard about you several different ways, but why did you decide to do the trailer and not, maybe get into a retail store or something else?
We decided to go with the trailer because I want to know my customers and I want to hear directly from them what we can do different and address their concerns or questions that they have. I feel that that connection is largely lost in agriculture right now, where farmers and ranchers that aren't selling their product directly to the consumer don't get that feedback. Um, and that's really important to us, and it does dictate the way we manage on our plates because it's important to us to provide a product that our customers are demanding.
Okay. Now, it's been a short period of time that you've been in business, but what any growth? How's it going?
Yeah, business has been phenomenal. You know, coming into this, I expected to sell maybe one to two beef a month, and now we're doing upwards of four, sometimes five. So I greatly underestimated the demand for it, and that goes the same as the sheep too. I need to expand my flock, and chickens always sell well, and our pastured eggs are probably the hottest item right now. So
Yeah, because last I saw you on Wednesday, and what'd you say? You brought 30 dozen eggs in, and I was there not long after you had opened, and they were all gone, if I'm correct. Is that right?
our eggs are the first thing to sell, and typically we're sold out in 15 minutes. And this summer I had people waiting in line an hour ahead of time to get our pastured eggs. So it's really a highly demanded product.
You know, and that's pretty amazing. So word of mouth is definitely out about there. What was your biggest? You mentioned one hurdle was you needed a certified, a state inspected facility to process the animals. Any other hurdles that you had to cross?
A few. There's a lot of regulations dealing with the health departments and state aid departments that we have to get through, but we've been able to do so far. And other hurdles would be ingredients and different product lines that we want to start up. It's quite a process trying to get new recipes for products. So those are some of the hurdles that we're currently working on right now. And like I said, we're getting a website developed, and I'm waiting for some technology to develop to be able to have people place orders online, and that should be up and started here by January 1st. Okay. So
you mentioned recipes. Besides the meats, you do some processed meats. I know you have a beef stick. Mm-hmm. You have a sausage. Anything else, or are those the main two?
Those are the primary ones. You know, we're looking at getting into some summer sausages or other types of cooked sausage as well, and smoked products.
Were those your recipes? You mentioned recipes.
Those were not, but we are working with a chef actually that is working with us to develop some new recipes and try some new products that are unique to Nourished by Nature.
So at this point in time, how are you feeling about your decision to do direct marketing?
It's been very rewarding. You know, it's great to hear the customer come up and tell us, boy, we made this last night and it was so great, and we really appreciate the way that you are humanely raising your animals, and it really makes us feel good about what we're doing, and you know, we believe that we're doing it the right way.
Okay. Now, obviously, we won't ask any numbers and stuff, but is it financially rewarding too? Is it starting to? Is there some payback on this for you? Do you believe?
Yeah. There's definitely payback for us. And, you know, we set our prices so that we're making a decent living, but not, you know, overgouging the market, so to speak. You know, we just want to make a decent living on the products that we sell, and try and provide a more economical price tag for the consumer.
Okay. What tips might you offer to someone who's just wanting to get into business?
I would say that the power of word of mouth and building a good name is worth a lot. And then beyond that, social media is really starting to come into play. Like I mentioned, we had just started our Facebook page fairly recently, and now we're able to interact at a different level with our customers, and that's very important.
Okay. I know you have an email list because I get your emails and stuff. And so you're doing Facebook. Future marketing plans, or is business so good that you really don't have to push it too hard right now?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. We've kind of hit a niche market, so to speak, and I welcome other people around this area to start doing this too, because there's a lot of room to provide different people.
Now, we're in North Dakota. We obviously have a winter season here. You've been able to bring that trailer around. What are your plans for now that winter's going to set in to get the word out and meet your customer?
So for the winter, you know, all summer I've collected a database full of customers. And like you had mentioned, that I sent out a weekly email explaining our specials for that week and kind of keep them up to date as far as what we're doing on the branch. So for the winter, we're getting this website developed, and we'll have a interactive PDF where people can go online and place their order. And then we plan on coming to town maybe once a week or once every other week with people's orders already boxed, and then they can just hand us their payment and we'll hand them our product.
What are you struggling with right now? Any struggles?
Developing new recipes and the growth.
Okay.
And we're going to be. I didn't plan far enough ahead. When we're grass finishing beef, it takes us over 2 years to get that animal fully developed. So I guess I didn't plan for as much sales as we've had. So we're going to run into a few roadblocks by not being able to supply the demand.
So you're not like a widget maker. You just can't speed up the machine and stamp out a few more.
No, it takes a while to develop that flavor of a grass finish animal.
2-year window, huh?
Yeah.
That's a long time to be out trying to plan what the market's going to do and stuff.
Yeah.
Other tips or thoughts? I mean, obviously planning in advance, knowing, and trying to outguess the market would be huge. How did you know there was even a market out there for your product?
Well, we've had a bunch of people come and ask us for our products before we got this started, and without the state inspected facility, we weren't able to sell them just individual packaged products. So that we knew that the demand was there. It was just getting our product to them. Before we'd have to sell a whole live animal to someone if they wanted it. Well, a lot of our customers don't have a big deep freeze to handle that quantity. So since the state inspected facility got up and going, we've been able to sell just individual packages to the consumer.
Okay. You may not be able to see it online and stuff, but when Paul talks about marketing and stuff, I'm going to comment on the cap he's wearing, Bowden Meat Processing. I think that's where you get your meat done and stuff, and that's another little story that is a success story here in North Dakota. Were you part of that operation?
I joined the board of directors in 2012, and Bowden Meat Processing is in the town of Bowden, which is 134 people. It's exactly 92.3 miles from the ranch. I drive it quite often. But yeah, it's been a real good success story. It's a co-op, so there's a bunch of people from the local community there at Bowden that invested in this, and we are an investor as well. And it's been going about a year now, and it's really paying off.
So what's the future hold?
The future hold for Nourished by Nature?
Yep.
To just keep doing what we're doing. We've been contacted by quite a few restaurants in the area, so I think it'd be neat someday to go into a restaurant and see our product on the menu. So that's something that we're going to look into for sure.
How far down the time frame do you think before that happens?
Before that happens, it would probably be a year out.
Okay.
So
you got
I can plan my.
Got to get that demand or the numbers you need so you can have enough to process and stuff. Yep. So, any last tidbits of things you want to talk about here? These go fast and short.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I would just recommend being prepared, because if you do have a product that people want, you will find that it goes quick. So.
Okay. Do you like being an entrepreneur?
Love it.
Okay. What most do you like about this?
I love being my own boss.
Okay. Well, that's probably a great way to end, is the thought of being your own boss. I mean, a lot of people think of going into business specifically for that purpose. I know that we're getting close to the end, and as you see flashed up on your screen, next month we'll have another Power of Business Friday 15 live chat, and the plans are right now that with us we will have someone who is working to help develop a food co-op. So we're going to take a little bit different look, and Paul knows this person and probably is working with them, so we would encourage you to stay tuned, watch your emails for announcements of it, or you can check out powerofbusiness.net. But next December 5th at 11:15 we will be back. And so with that, Paul, thank you very much for being here today and talking about Nourished by Nature and your direct marketing operation you're doing with it.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.